Hi, I'm making this video based on my viewers' request, asking me, what is the solution for economy and travel and tourism recovery during this pandemic? Why governments don't bring up solutions instead of bringing crises and confusions as restrictions, borders closure, negative news, reports, statistics, and so on? Well, the solution based on my personal opinion for travel and tourism is in economics, there is a key concept called opportunity cost. In our days, any country, company, even an employee must have a source of income to live and survive. For example, a country as Saudi Arabia's main source of income is oil, as main source of income for Russia is gas, and other countries may depend on travel and tourism, agriculture, import and export, and so on. So, let's give an example. A country with a source of income based on farming. If a farm decides to produce either wool or dairy products, assume a farm has 1,000 cows in total. If a farm decides to produce 1,000 units of wool, then they must sacrifice 1,000 cows, but they cannot produce any dairy products. But if they decide to produce 500 units of dairy products, then they must sacrifice only 500 cows to produce that. This is called an opportunity cost. The value of the next best thing you give up whenever you make a decision. Now, what does that mean in airlines and tourism sectors? Well, you cannot expect economic growth and change while you restrict and close international borders, cause that will not bring up any solution, more than it will cause more damages and crises. Let me give an example. Tourism is a key source of Switzerland's income. Early July, Swiss government announced from July 6th, anyone entering Switzerland from 29 at-risk countries, which US and Russia are at the top of that list, must be quarantined for 10 days. An action like this will not serve or lift up tourism sector's growth in Switzerland, neither in any other country, which comes with a similar restriction ideas. It is like closing your shop and expecting customers to buy from you. Today, coronavirus active cases in US are approximately 1.4 million cases, which translates into less than 0.5% of US population of 330 million. And in Russia, coronavirus active cases are about 220,000 cases, which translates even into less than 0.16% of Russian population of 144 million. So, if these two major countries with the most coronavirus cases in the world are below 0.5% infection, then where is that high risk of infection in traveling governments are talking about? Again, let's compare virus transmission in an international air traveling versus domestic public transport. An aircraft, Airbus 320 for example, which is the most popular in Europe, after middle seats being left empty, the capacity is 120 passengers. So, what is the risk of 0.5% in opportunity cost of that? It is less than one infected passenger. Now, let's compare that with an example of domestic public transport. In a small town in Switzerland, a bus operates 16 hours round trip a day with an approximate destination of 20 minutes from point 1 to point 2. And in between, there are 15 bus stations where passengers get in and out without bus being sanitized. The capacity of bus in average is 40 passengers, plus an average of 5 passengers get in and out in between bus stations and bus stops. So we are talking about 230 passengers in each round trip. Multiplying that by 16 times or hours, so it gives us about 3,680 passengers in an average, moving without a serious restrictions in one town. This number is higher 6 times in passengers comparison to aircraft if operates 5 times a day with total passenger numbers of 600. And this And there are over 2,600 stations and stops in Switzerland, without even mentioning other transport facilities as trains, trams, and so on. Now, I hope the picture is clear. And now, which has higher risk of infection? Traveling by air or by domestic public transport? Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel.